Enid, and welcome to another great Monday and another city update. I'm your host, Derrick Silas, and with me today is City Manager Jerald Gilbert.
It's great to be here with you, Derrick. Thank you.
Yeah, glad to have you, as always.
Yes.
Yep. We're going to talk about some things that's going on at the library. They are doing a lot of things over there, good things. So they have easy yoga for everyone. That's in November. They'll be having on Mondays at 5:15 p.m. in the library. So if you're interested in yoga, here's your chance. Join the library at 5:15 today and participate in that class. Then they have Martian Island history classes every second Wednesday of each month until February the 9th. That's another interesting thing to go and learn about history of another ethnicity, so that's pretty good. Then we have Chase to Chill with the Enid Public Library, which is going on now and will be going on all the way through February. Well, they'll be giving out free new socks, hats, scarves, and gloves for those in need. And that's a pretty good program, and I've seen them do this a couple of years since I've been here.
Yep.
I love it. And of course, Friends of the Library is going to have the Book, Bake, and Craft Expo. That's December 11th at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
That sounds good.
Yes, so if you want to participate in that or you have anything you can offer them, contact them. Hey.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty cool. Let's get then our park department, starting November 27th for 4 months, they'll have Christmas in the park, which is very, very good. I think this will be the 4th year that event has been going on.
They'll do it every weekend until, I guess, the 4th weekend of
December
before Christmas, right?
Yeah, December 18th.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
It's fantastic, and this is something the Parks Department and the leadership there with Everett Glenn and Corey Buller and others have taken on as an event for the city. So we hope that the community enjoys it. It's a lot of work. I've heard a lot of positive comments about it. Just the lights themselves in the park is nice, but the display is going to be even better this year because there are several private businesses and churches, I think, that want to be involved and do their own thing out there and put some stuff out. So we're happy to do our best to accommodate that. So we think it'll be even better than previous years. But it'll be similar to last year. It'll be a drive-through thing, and you see some of the characters on the screen now. So
okay.
Another great event, something to do, brought to you by your city employees, primarily in the Parks Department, but there's other people involved as well. So very proud of what the city's doing there.
Can you believe next week is Thanksgiving?
I know.
I was like,
wow.
wait. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it all starts next week.
Flying by.
Yeah, really is flying by. So, I know that we'll have a slide on this, but then the Friday after Thanksgiving, they always do the Lights Up the Plane downtown.
Yes,
correct?
and this will probably be the best one ever, I'm thinking, because not only do we have, well, the Lights Up the Plains by itself is a fantastic thing with the fireworks show, but the ice rink is bigger and better than ever, and in conjunction with the activities with the Christmas tree that's downtown, which is a separate event going on, it's just going to be incredible. So we're expecting that day to have, we think, thousands of visitors, if not tens of thousands of visitors from all over the place. So we're excited. If you're going to come down and watch it, please do. Come early and get some parking, because there's only, 1,000 parking places down there. So I'm sure if you're here in town, you know all the good parking spots to get early. So I would recommend you do. And it'll be like previous years, except even better, bigger and better.
Well, it's always good to bring other things to the city that can give the people here a quality of life.
Yes.
So that's always good.
Yes.
Always good.
And hopefully bring in some tourism traffic to help get the local businesses to support them.
Yes.
And in turn, all those retail sales support the city with sales tax. So
Yep.
we think it's going to be fantastic. So it's easy for me to say I think it's going to be the best Christmas ever. And I think it really will be, because I probably say that about every Christmas, but this one for sure.
Okay. Let's talk about some of our road closures and construction going on in Enid. Garfield County is still doing construction on the South Gate Road. So remember, if you want to reach the landfill, you have to go east on 412 towards 30th Street and then back on South Gate in order to reach the landfill. Also, Remember, Oklahoma Avenue is closed to fix the bridge behind St. Mary's Hospital. So most people know that by now, so they go another way, but just want to remind you of that as well. And then the bridge on South 5th Street at the East Broadway Avenue intersection is still being constructed, and that construction will last to probably the end of April of next year. And it just depends on the progress. Bridges are one of those things that's challenging to reconstruct or construct.
You're right. It takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But you can visualize the new one on Randolph, which is very nice. It took a long time. And
yes.
The good news is we only have to do this about every 50 to 100 years.
Yes.
So this will probably be the last one in my lifetime anyway.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
The last one at Broadway and 5th, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Then, as of today, there's a broken water main, prompting a water outage on East Pine Avenue between 14th and 16th Street. So that press release is sent out earlier today. So if you're in that area, just know that that's what's going on with your water. They're working on a main. And then road construction is going to be going on Roseanne Street starting this week, and it'll be going on for approximately till the end of December. So just let you know, in those areas that you can see on the map, there's going to be a road closure there. Then we have a water line outage, a water outage because of a water line repair on North 10th Street and East Pine from 9th to 10th Street. So those in that area, just know that's what's going on. They're going to be working on that water line, and your water may be out, but it'll be back on. Then again, we have sewage repairs on South Van Buren, as you can see on the street between Main Street and Cherokee Street. I think they reduced some of that to one lane in order to work on that area, work on the sewage in that area. Then we have a road construction on Johnson Street, as you can see from between near Park Avenue, West Park Avenue. We have some construction there, so that's going to start today. It's going to go out till probably the day after Thanksgiving. So just be aware that that is going on as well. Well, tonight we're having the Mapc meeting. So I think that starts at 5 or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah.
6 o'clock.
Just a couple. Their meetings are real quick. They got a couple things on there. I think some lot splits and use by reviews.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, just looking at the agenda right there, there's about 4 items, and one of them is the minutes. So
yeah,
might be a 15-minute meeting. So if you're interested in checking it out, please come on out. And I think, do we put those on YouTube as well?
Yes.
So if you miss it, you can.
It will be streamed.
Okay, so you can watch it while it's streamed, and then you can watch it later.
Yes.
This is a group of folks, I believe about 11 people appointed to that committee, and they look at specific issues related to zoning and lot splits and things typically covered under Title 11 of our city code. And so in some cases they are the approving body, and in other cases they're a recommending body to our city commission. So anyway, they're good folks. Commissioner Scott Orr also serves on that committee. And so, yeah, should be a fast meeting, hopefully tonight. We'll see.
Yep. Okay. And then coming up Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we're going to have the city commission meeting.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on in the study session.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff. A couple of big things that we're talking about. We are talking about our 5-year asphalt program, and we're continuing to develop that program. This program is executed by city staff, so we do not contract this out. So we typically can do this much more economically, and we'll be showing examples of some of the work. Hopefully folks in town have seen some of the examples of work, whether it's around Grand Street or in Southern Heights now or over in Rolling Oaks. It's a fantastic program. We're going to continue to fine-tune and resource that program and try to do even more in the future. So we'll be talking about those plans, and I think that'll be good. And at some point we're going to get that 5-year plan fine-tuned, and we're going to want to put it on the website so that everybody out there can look at it and get an idea where we're going next or what we're planning to do. Now, it doesn't mean that it's, the perfect exact schedule, because there'll always be times that emergencies come up or some streets are deemed a higher priority and get moved around, but it's our best effort to come up with a plan that we can execute consistently over the next 5 years. So I'm excited about it. And before that, we'll be talking about building permits, I believe. Yep, building permits. We're revising that process in an effort to try and be more user-friendly, customer-friendly to our contractors and folks that are getting things done in town. The principal thing we're doing is changing our building permit fee process from a valuation of the improvement-based system to just a cost per square foot of what you're doing.
Okay.
And that seems to be more in line with what other communities are doing. We've talked several times with the local home builders group, and they seem to like it and be on board and think it's a good approach. And I know our commission, we've talked about it once before in study session, and they seem to like it. There's some, a few things that we probably need to work out with that to finalize it, but we have an actual revised ordinance, possible ordinance to talk about. So if you have feedback, take a look at the agenda now. You can look at that ordinance and please give it to us or give it to your commissioner, because at some future date after tomorrow, we'll want to finalize that and bring it back and ask the commissioners to approve that. At a future meeting, we'll also be talking about, not tomorrow, but we'll be talking about the building code. I believe the state's adopted the 2018 code now, and we're still on the 2015 code, so we will need to be updating that soon. And I know we're going to want to give a good update to the commission and the public and the contractors about what's changing, as there's always updates that some people like and some people don't. So we've been busy learning about those, and we're about ready to talk about those those changes that are coming, because it's not really potential, it's the state's adopted it, so we're going to have to adopt it at some point soon. So anyway, that's the key thing. We're also going to be giving an update. In fact, Natalie Berlow, our Main Street Director, will be giving an update on the Lights Up the Plains activities.
Okay.
Nicole Winfield, who is the one person in charge of that, will be giving updates on all those activities that are also in the downtown area. Lights Up the Plains is a one-day event with a big celebration the day after Thanksgiving, which is the 26th. The one is at a series of events over time. And I should say the Lights Up the Plains also includes the ice rink, which is over the whole time too. And Natalie can tell us all the other great things they're doing, and Nicole. And then, because the city puts on the Christmas in the Park, Everett and his staff will be talking about what we're doing there. And Christmas in the Park is lighting up Meadow Lake Park with lights and displays, so that people can see it from the road on Highway 81 on Van Buren, or you can drive through it. And so they'll be, as you mentioned, they'll be open those 4 Saturdays, I believe, coming up, which I guess is the Saturday
after Thanksgiving.
Is it the Saturday after Thanksgiving? Yes. That's right. And then we go for 3 more after that. So you should get an opportunity in the next month to take a look. It's real pretty. So those will be talked about tomorrow, and that should probably take up about 1 hour and 15 minutes in our study session, and get us to a short break. And then our regular session, it starts at 6:30 in the chambers, the council chambers. We'll be talking about some of the usual stuff. In fact, I've got the agenda that we talked about this morning here, so I'll just take a quick look. There'll be a proclamation for NWOSU, who is celebrating a 25th anniversary coming up. I think that's on Thursday, but I could be wrong on that. We'll be recognizing a city employee, a pet, as we normally do. The commission will get a chance to make some appointments to some boards, like the library board and the golf course advisory board. And then there's an ordinance on fee schedules for the airport. We're changing some hangar fees, hangar rent, ground lease rentals. Keston will be there to talk about that. And a budget amendment. The rest of the stuff is more routine stuff, approving change orders or accepting projects, construction projects that make improvements in the city. And then we have a couple similar items or related items in the authorities, and then we'll be having an executive session potentially to talk about a couple of things. A condemnation for Caw Lake, and then also a franchise agreement with OG&E. So we've got to finalize what we're doing there to make sure that there won't be any changes. We'll be reposting the agenda before 5 today. We had made a couple changes on the study session, and we'll see if we need to make any changes on the regular session. So, but that's pretty much what we'll be doing, and everybody's invited. You can watch it on YouTube, Facebook, or you can come to the meeting. 5 and 6:30, and Typically, we're going to be done by probably, the meeting portion should probably be done by 7:30 or before. The executive session may go a little longer, but they always come back to adjourn, so hopefully the whole thing will be done by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we can go on about our business, and our next meeting will be December 7th after that. So,
Very good.
yeah, it's good stuff. It's your city government at work, so if you're ever interested, feel free to come and take a look. We've got a lot of folks. We've got Ruth Ann Miles brings some of her kids from a group. Is it Turning Point? Some group that she has, and they've shown an interest, so they come, and we got a lot of interested people nowadays. So I don't think there's anything too controversial, so I'm guessing we'll have plenty of room in the council chamber, so feel free to come on and get a seat. So, and we have plenty of hand sanitizer and mask and other stuff available if you choose to partake. So
Okay, very good, Gerald.
Yeah.
We appreciate your updates. What's going on in city government?
yeah.
I just want to remind all the residents and all of those out there that's watching us that you can always go to cclickfix.com, or you can download the cclickfix app in your Google Play or iTunes store, and that app works, and it goes directly to our department heads or supervisors who to do in those different areas. So if you have a service request or you want to report an issue, you can do that by using that app, cclickfix.com, which is a very good app. But they told us in solid waste or in the stormwater and streets department that has really improved their services with potholes or what have you, because you get the information really quick. So make sure you download that app or go to cclickfix.com and report your issues or request services. You can also go there to request a bus ride or cancel a bus ride. So it's a good app, good app. Also, just want to remind you that we're on all these social media platforms. So remember, you could always, if you have a Fire TV, Amazon Fire TV, go there, download the channel City of Enid, or you can go to your Roku channel TV and download that channel there, City of Enid. But we're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vimeo, and YouTube. So other than that, we thank you for joining us today. It's always good to have you here. We're always glad to give you information of what's coming up and what we're planning. So if you have any questions at any time, you can always email us at communications@enid.org. So other than that, I want you to make it a great day.